Alright, another day, another coffee. Perfect, let's start. Today it's my last day. I was supposed to stay one more day, but I got a brewing class tomorrow, so I'm going back this afternoon. It was a beautiful experience, and as you can see from the back, beautiful view. Okay, let's make coffee for everyone. Made a bit of a mess. It's okay. I will need to clean it after that. Alright, same situation as the other last 2 days. I have no scale, so we're gonna play by eye. But it's okay because it's done with love, so that's what all matters. Let's wet the perfect. Let's grind some coffee. Gonna go a bit coarser this time. Yesterday I think it was a bit too fine. Okay. Coffee roaster. It's from I think it's from Seoul. I think I've been there. Nice, lovely cafe. Not too far from Hongdae, where I'm staying. The temple where I'm staying. Very lovely design. The coffee was okay. Bit like a darker than what I like, but not too dark. Okay, close the bag and let's go. In the meantime, we heat the water. Grinding. It's not like grinding with a comandante. It's a bit of a hard work, but easier than when in the other day in the other temple I was grinding with a 1930 grinder. That was a bit more challenging. Getting there. Getting there. Wait, there is a how do you call it? It's to make like a cold brew. I can't remember. It's like a tower. It's a Japanese tower. I can't remember the name. Brick something. Very beautiful piece of design. Okay. Right. For some reason, this grinder, the catcher, the coffee catcher, is actually smaller than actually the amount of coffee. Actually, no, I said a lie. I do tend to lie sometimes. Not all the time. Not all the time, but sometimes. Okay. Let's see. Actually, yeah, you can see the mountain. Look at the beauty there. Look at how beautiful it is behind me. Okay, let's make it a bit flat. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. And today back in Seoul, spent a couple of hours this morning hiking around. Had a morning meditation at 5 o'clock, and then spent a couple of hours before breakfast hiking a bit in the forest, and now we're gonna start after breakfast. We're gonna start to unpack. So yesterday was celebrations for Buddha's birthday, so we just gonna now start to unpack, removing the lanterns, putting tables back, and just like put everything's back before going back in Seoul. It's been a wonderful experience so far. I would love to stay longer, but in the last 2 weeks of my journey here in Seoul, I already committed in a language cafe, and like I don't want to let them down, but honestly I really would love to stay with just be like until the end. It's just been like a wonderful experience. Okay, we ready? Perfect. Let's start. Let's put this one, yeah. Let's let it discuss it. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Yeah, this is the oldest coffee. There was not much degassing.
I would hold your shoe for them using your apple. I hate your apple.
I mean, look at the view. Look at the view. I mean, you can see the view, right? Look at the beauty behind me. Like, wake up in the morning with this. Priceless. Priceless. Okay.
You never want to, it just naturally happens. It's what you do with this one.
Coffee in Korean, it's kopi. So, coffee quality, at least in Seoul, it's pretty high, and they take coffee really seriously here. I was actually really surprised. So there is a really high standards, and even like an average cafe still making a decent cup of coffee. The other things that would say eat me is that they care in the details, like they're really into making the cafe like a unique experience. Like they really, I mean, wonderful designs. I mean, even this most simple one, they still have a really unique personality, and they are all really so different from each other. Like the design, the style are really like, I would say honestly, like like kind of like a piece of art on the its own. Like I mean, the play like they really focus a lot. Not just on the on the quality, but really on the design of the cafe as well. I mean, I saw some stuff that I mean, like they, you know, some of those cafes they invested like a lot of money. Not just because they're big, but because like how they decorated architecturally, it's just like stunning. Still, I do prefer, well, this is personal preference, obviously, those coffee shop inside the old buildings. I always love that when you have a cafe that are inside old, ancient buildings, like here they call it hammocks. They just say it's just another thing. It's like in London when you have those cafe inside, like those Middle Ages buildings, and it's just another experience, going inside in one of those, and and then like yeah, you still you can. It's beautiful even like to go in modern cafe, but I personally I'm in love with any things that comes from the past, especially when it comes about making like it's like opening a business or even just making as a house. Like I always love the idea to maintain the old design. Using the old design is just you know making a space inside instead to take them down and rebuild completely anew. For example, like examples, well, it's less glamorous, but in Pekin there is a multi-parking level that is not any longer, and instead to demolish it and making like another stupid building that is basically money laundry and that nobody can afford, is actually they make it, turn it, they just use the space they made into like yoga studio, art studio, food court, restaurant, hard space and so on. Like wonderful, like with all those factories that instead to take them down inside, they just made flats or shops. So same things when it comes with ancient buildings. Instead to take it down, that beautiful, piece of heart from the past, you just keep it as it is, and just inside, you build whatever you want to build. So the other things that that is quite different than in London. Here, coffee shops, quite different even from Italy. Like coffee shop here actually open late, open at 10 o'clock, some even 11, but they open until late, like 8 o'clock, close at 9, some close at 10 o'clock in the evening. So it's more than, I mean, obviously you have even cafe open very early, especially in office areas, but most of the cafes here are literally like place to hang out more than the morning coffee rush. So it's actually a place where people meet and they order coffee, they chit chat. So it's just it's taking place, it's taking over what used to be, I think for the little I know about Korean history, what was the tea, that would take people together to hang out, spending time chit-chatting, and now the tea shops became coffee shops. So it's used as a place to hang out. So that's the reason why we open until late. So coffee is not just a caffeine boost, but it's just a drink, you know, to enjoy with friends. Okay.
You have a bachelor, right? Twisted. Bachelor? Master. Maybe you want to do master something?
Alright, after that I'm gonna pour it in the big Chemex, and then I needed to clean a bit of the mess that I made. So it's going down, it's going down. So it's like a soul. It's an interesting place. A mix of modernity, but still with a strong attachment to the past. Something that really struck me was the amount of fortune telling and psychic like shops, like Fortunetellers, or like how they call it, why they call it soju or saju, but basically based on your date of birth and date of birth and the time of birth and nationality, they will tell you the future. But like while in I don't know, in Europe, or like, I mean, at least well, in UK, in Italy, it's something that you need to know, and then you go to those people's house. Here they actually have shops, and they are literally all or sold. That means that people really take those people, like those psychic, very seriously. Something that is not, at least in Italy and UK. So it's like I found it really interesting, really fascinating. So it's like this like a blend of you know, attachment to the history, to the past, and then the new. I mean, at least that's what I felt being here for like almost a month. I could be wrong, obviously, because there's not enough to judge a place. Okay, so we put it now here, and let's see if will be enough. Okay, let's go without breaking my knee. That is already almost happened. Enjoying a little bit of the view, and I'm going.